PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3 Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Where to follow your boy at? Hit the like button. I really appreciate that, man. Unfortunately, I got to ride solo on this particular recap of Kendrick Lamar. My brother Watson got some family things he's taking care of. Shout out to my brother Watson. You know, I love you like cook food, king. But y'all know, obviously, I am a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I support all of his music. The consistency that Kendrick Lamar has shown through his career, from Good Kid, Mad City, to Section 80, to Pimp a Butterfly. I like Damn. Probably not like everybody else did. I thought Damn was aight. The Untitled thing was cool too. Obviously, the 5-year hiatus that Kendrick Lamar has taken away from hip-hop. Listen, I've done a blog on my old channel before. Kendrick, when are you coming outside? Right? That's really my thing. Obviously, we got word of him dropping a double CD. If you want to still believe in the CD bag, Project A, Project B. If you want to take it there, side A, side B type thing. 16 joints on here. Obviously, with Kendrick, you have the stans, you have the objective Kendrick fans, you have the people who just don't rock with him. So those are the layers, really, with Kendrick Lamar. Pretty much with any artist, and when it pertains to music, right? But let's get into this, man. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, man. First joint on here is called United in Grief, produced by Soundwave, and I feel like I'm going to be saying that brother's name a lot throughout this recap of Kendrick Lamar's project. Let me just say off rip, the no beat, just the light piano of Kendrick, man. I like the intro here to United Grief. And before Kendrick started rapping, you know, Jadakiss did give us Why. Jadakiss and Nas did give us What If. And Kendrick sets off his first verse with a What Is. And you fill in the blanks of what is, right? With the fast flow that Kendrick has, the beat switches up. We know Kendrick is a big fan of one beat and a second beat. But the second verse to me here, the new Mercedes with black G-Wagon, the way you front, man, it was all for rap. I was 28 years young, 22 million tax. Bought a couple of mansions just for practice. 500 in jewelry. Chain was magic. Never had it in public. Late reaction. I like the hook on I Grieve Different. 3 verses from Kendrick. And that seems to be the tail of the tape on a lot of songs on this project. Is where the brother's giving us 3 verses. I'm always going to be a fan of a person giving us 3 verses. You know what I mean? The third verse, he talks about meeting a female in Chicago on the North America tour, a model chick. Third verse, heavy storytelling. And I'm going on record here and say this right now. If it's not been known before about Kendrick's storytelling in hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar is high on my list on when it pertains to storytelling, especially in this climate of hip-hop. His storytelling throughout his career, really, has been immaculate. But on here, he's opened the doors and uncovered a lot of hidden dark secrets. Anxiety, PTSD type talk, right? But Kodak talking about how, you know, him having money to buy certain possessions, and when he was able to buy the things he really, the possessions that he could really purchase, it didn't really matter to him after he purchased it. It didn't change anything for him, right? Talks about going to therapy, soulful intro. So for me, I like the first song. Second song, N95, produced by Soundwave, Boy Wonder, and 2 other producers, right? On the first song, Kendrick gave us the first verse. What is, in his first verse of the song, he gives us, the takeoff. On this song, part of him, he gives us the takeoff bars, like not takeoff from the Migos, but take off the clout, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex, take off the front flag, take off the fake deep. So take off all these things and strip these people of, of certain things I think that not possess. But let's be honest, we live in a social media world where you people love using the clout word. Take off the clout. Take off the Wi-Fi. No, don't take off the Wi-Fi. We don't want the Wi-Fi off, though, please. Right? Take off the money phone. Take off the front flags. Take off the fake deep. Now, Kendrick, here's the thing. When you're saying fake deep, you might have some people, King, respectfully, who might put you in a category of fake deep dudes. I don't subscribe to that theory, but we live in that era. You know what I mean? K-Dot's second verse. The industry wants niggas just to sleep in a box while they're making a mockery following us. This ain't a monopoly. Watching for love. This ain't monogamy. Y'all getting, like, and you could just hear Kendrick talking to our black folks on how, having followers and being mocked. We get 3 verses from Kendrick again. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in a bank. Homies attracting the feds. And obviously, when I hear somebody say, homie attracting the feds, I'm thinking about Young Thug and Gunna right now. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to the young brother D, Lil D. So for me, Kendrick is 2 for 2 for me, right? Track 3, Worldwide Steppers, produced by Tay Beast, JLSB, and Soundwave. K-Dot with the spoken word flow, and a lot of songs he has the spoken word flow, and I'm really interested to see how people gravitate to the spoken word flow compared to rapping, because I felt like Kendrick did a lot of that where he's rapping, harmonizing, and giving us a spoken flow through a lot of these songs. But I think some people gravitate more to the rapping more than the spoken word type of flow. But my thing was so ill is having the lyrics up as I'm jotting down what I'm talking, what I'm listening to. It's really refreshing, But once again, the spoken word flow, how the beat switches up, the beat came in very dope. I thought the cadence and the lyricism, the sick ass pockets that Kendrick goes into, and then Kodak Black. Yes, Kodak Black. Kodak is talking. I was like, Yak, I hear you, my dude. 954, Broward County, Pompano, what's good? Yak, I see you out here. And, Wallow and Gilly love saying that if you are old head and don't show the young dudes love and this, that, and the third, I like the fact that none of us, you would think, well, what's the correlation? What's the relationship with Kodak and Kendrick Lamar? And Kodak said on one of the songs that, when he got out the feds, he went to the studio to chill with Dot. So there's a relationship between K-Dot and Kodak Black. You feel me? I don't think nobody expected Kodak Black on there because, you might hail Kendrick as the conscious rapper, the heavy lyricism, and you look at Kodak as the young savage, you know what I mean? The trenches and everything like that. But that don't mean nothing, bro. If you're a real person, you're a real person. And there is a relationship between Kendrick Lamar and Kodak Black. First line, K-Dot said, I am not for the faint of heart. My genetic build can build multi-universes. The men of God playing Baby Shark with my daughter. watching for sharks outside the same time. Life as a protective father, I'd kill for her. Like, he's talking about his seed, his daughter, watching baby shark with his seed. You know, he's talking about having lust addictions, you know, and texting messages to other women out there. You know, got his texting women so much. What he said, got his thumb hurting. Talking about having writer's block for 2 years. Like, think about that, dog. We don't think about that. The rappers that we hail in high regard because of the material they give us and the heavy lyricism they give us. This brother spoke about having writer's block for 2 years. 2 years? I've never heard that. 2 years writer's block, though? And let's be clear. I feel after this project, we're not going to hear from Kendrick for a while, bro. Think about this. We get on Jadakiss for dropping, what, an album once every 4 years? Kendrick been going for 5. What Kobe did? like for real, you know? But he's talking about having writer's block for 2 years. Nothing moved me. Ask God to speak through me. Writer's block for 2 years. Nothing moved me. Ask God to speak through me. The voice of yours truly. Teleport out of my own body for comfort. I don't pass judgment. Past life regressions keep me in question. Where did I come from? And, you know, some people will say Kodak or Kendrick is very preachy. Like, we got to define that word preachy. Because everybody wants the turn-up music. And obviously with Kendrick, you're not getting the turn-up music. You're not even getting in swimming pools. You're not getting none of that. Yesterday I prayed to the flowers and trees. Gratification to the powers that be. Synchronization with my energy that goes to Dr. Sebi. Paid for it. Cleaned out my toxins. Bacteria heavy. Nerve pinch. I don't know how to feel like the first time I smashed them. Like, and second verse, the storytelling to me was dope. Talked about him smashing a white chick at 16. How Shorty Pops was a sheriff. Said smashing white chicks was like ancestors watching, watching him smash. Watching him smash white chicks was the retaliation for our ancestors, right? And then the last verse, I like how the beat switched up. The media is the new religion. You killed the consciousness. He said how the industry killed the creators. My last Christmas toy drive in Compton handed out eulogies. Man, them one-liners are dope. My last Christmas toy drive in Compton, I handed out eulogies. Woo. Not because the rags in the park had, like, he was, you know what I mean? Track 4, Die Hard, featuring, am I pronouncing this right, Bliss and Amanda Reifer. Bliss and Amanda on the hook. The hook is okay. Not one of my favorite songs on here. I'm going to keep it real. Die Hard is not one of my favorite songs on here. So after 3 tracks, and I get into track 4, track 4 is not my joint. Yeah, harmonizing beat, K-Dot. The hook dominates this song, in my opinion. I probably won't go back to this song, respectfully. I'm glad he rapped in the second verse. I like the message. I just don't like the beat. You know, 8 bars and the beat, the hook and everything like that. Die Hard is not a song that I go to. Track 5, Father Time, featuring Sanfa. 5 producers on this track. I like this piano in the beginning with the tap dancing. And I saw online, I think it was Complex, they put a picture of Kendrick Lamar with the 2 young brothers that actually did the tap dancing in the beginning of the song. It was getting Gregory Hines on, R.I.P. Gregory Hines. One of my favorite songs on side of here, man. Daddy Issues is the premise of this song. The storytelling again from Kendrick Lamar. I'm charging baskets and falling backwards, trying to keep balance. this the part where mental stability meets talent. Oh, this the part he breaks my humility just for practice. And then you got the brother Sanford, dope on the hook. You know, a man who has daddy issues, not showing feelings, keeping those feelings tucked inside. You know, brothers, we hate showing the vulnerability side of us as black men. The second verse when Kendrick said, when Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not mature as I think. Got some healing to do. Egotistic. Zero giving fucks. And to be specific, Kendrick talked about brothers, you know, figured life out without a father. And us as men, you know, we have to give the ladies a break in terms of them growing, trying to raise their son. We got to be the fathers, be a father to our child, basically, on some LOG and the Bulldogs type ish. Fathers need to step in, whether we're living in the house with the mother or we're separated, right? So I do like the song Father Time by Sample, man. And then we go into the, we got the Rich interlude, and the hook is the hook to Rich, it's a set off interlude to go into Rich Spirit, man. And then you got the interlude with Kodak Black, which again is very interesting, man. You know, track 6, we got Rich Spirit, no beat, just somebody, you know, doing the beats with their fingers almost like this, right? This is not, again, this is not one of the joints on here that I rock with too heavy and stuff like that. K-Dot is saying dope stuff on here. I think the non-beat, after a while, kind of bothers me. You know, I do like the current event lines on you know, on his, like, DNA, Charlie Clips type thing, the current event bars. The brother flips in the second verse was solid. First song, K-Dot didn't give me 3 verses, right? Track 7 now, We Cry Together. Not to be mistaken with Ja Rule and a little Mo Ashanti. I cry, we cry together. A little more, right? Or the OJs, We Cry Together. But that's a different story, man. This is an amazing song, in my opinion. The piano in here. I love Conway the Machine piano love song with Alchemist. But Alchemist did do this beat also. See how I come around though, right? What up, Hitman? The back and forth between Kendrick Lamar and the MVP. Yes, the MVP. Grab that water. 3. The MVP of this song, Taylor Page. This song is them telling us the behind the scenes of their relationship. F you bombs. This is one of my favorite songs. Yes, it's very toxic, and I love it. I know the RZA gave us Domestic Violence 1 and Part 2. I know Eminem is giving us songs about baby mama Kim. But those were the vibes I got. Yes, I know RZA gave us Domestic Violence. But this gave me Eminem vibes. Heavy Eminem vibes, if you want to go there with that, son. You feel me? But this is the standout song to me, and I thought Taylor Page killed this song. It's almost a rap battle between a man and woman. Like I said, I love the toxic bars. This song happens in a lot of households. Let's keep it 1,000, y'all. You know, Taylor said, wasting my time and energy trying to be good to you. Lost friends, family, gained more enemies because of you. Chicks staring at me in sorrow. Hoes scratching my cars up. Should have followed my mind in 2009 and just moved to Georgia. And when she talked about slobbing the next man. Taylor, what you talking about slobbing the next man? Shorty, we not doing that. Talk about being intimate with Kendrick's cousin. Fam, we lost the battle. When we go in that bag and start talking about our anatomy, and she should have been slobbing the next dude, and our joint ain't big enough. When they start going into that bag, where do we go after that, fella? Let's keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? I like when K-Dot told Shorty, you know, y'all still listen to R. Kelly music and everything. But at the end of the day, what did we learn? Fam, she just wanted to get smashed. Grab that 1 or 3. That's all this is about. She wanted to be turned over and let's handle this business. Let's call it 1,000, man. But props to the Alchemist on there, man. But that is the best sex, though, when you have less intimacy with it. Whatever, stay focused. Track 8, Purple Hearts featuring Summer Walker and the Wallaby champion. Oh, Ghostface, Tony Stark's Ghost Dini. I was just happy to see Ghostface's name next to Kendrick Lamar's name. I was just happy to see that. You know what I mean? In the words of Max B, this is a kind of wavy instrumental. You know what I mean? A song catered to the females, of course. Kendrick gave us the melodic flow. I'm not in the music business. I've been in the human business. Whole life been social distance. Hoes like when you not tripping. And then you got Summer Walker gets busy on here. But I gotta be honest, man. I felt the MVP of this song was Ghostface Killer. Because I thought Kendrick spent a large portion of this joint harmonizing. And Ghost is rapping. And with all due respect, I'm going to go with the guy that's rapping. Kendrick, with all due respect, I'm going with Ghost Dini on here. You know what I mean? So that's track side A for me, right? If you ask me from a side A, it's a strong 4 to me. Strong 4 side A of Kendrick Lamar. Let's get into side B, man. Track 1, Count Me Out. Produced by Soundwave again and 4 other producers. Because a lot of these songs, there's like 5 producers on these joints, man. I like the sample on this. I like the every 8 bars they would throw the sample on. K-Dot said, every emotion been deprived. Even my strong points couldn't survive. If I didn't learn to love myself, forgiving myself 100 times. Let's be real, man. You know, gotta love ourselves and we gotta forgive ourselves on certain things we do. A lot of times y'all see me say, I am not perfect. I am far from perfect. I have faults. I have flaws. I have faults. I have regrets. What up? Jay-Z's album on Reasonable Doubt. I have regrets. You know what I mean? K-Dot does his own hook. I gotta be honest though, I'm not the biggest fan of Kendrick hooks though. Or some songs on here. I'm not the biggest fan of his hooks. His lyrics and bars definitely overpower his hooks. And even with the harmonizing, if you listen to the lyrics with the harmonizing, that's the thing. Are some people gonna tune out the harmonizing and just focus on the lyrics? Because behind the harmonizing, there's a message behind the harmonizing. But some people just go like this because it's harmonizing. You know what I mean? Count Me Out is solid. Next joint, Silent Hill, featuring Kodak Black. This song, all right. Once again, we got Kendrick on the harmonizing. It's cool, but why is Kodak Black, when he comes on, my ears started going up. Okay, all right, Yak. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kodak was talking about surviving off tuna packs. You know, when Yak started talking about daughters and everything like that. What he said? Every Thursday, girls, they spending time with my daughter. Made me go harder. Every Sunday, someone's got to teach my boys to be a man. I ain't have no father. A lot of us ain't have no father in the household. We had to learn to be a man, you know? So, yeah, man, for Kodak to get some bars off, I'm not surprised because he sprinkled on this project, you know? Next track, Crown. The piano is hitting hard on this song to me. I like Kendrick harmonizing on here, especially with what he's saying, right? The hook dominates this song, in my opinion. Can't Please Everybody is really the premise of this song, Crown, right? Next track, the Survivor Interlude. I like Baby Keem. Baby Keem is dope. And what I'm learning, the chemistry between Kendrick and Baby Keem is on full display, right? Keem went ham for 2 minutes and 32 seconds. The brother got busy on this song, man. And then that follows up to the Savior song with Keem and Sam Do. I like in the beginning of the intro where Kodak is saying, Kendrick says, you know, he made you think about it, but he is, you know, he is not your savior. Cole made you feel empowered, but he is not your savior. Future said, get a money counter, but he is not your savior. Braun made you give his flowers, but he is not your savior. Yes, y'all, athletes, entertainers, celebrities, they are not our savior. A lot of times we get blinded because we like these artists, because we like these athletes. But is the love reciprocated back because we love them? We put money in these people's pockets and everything like that. But they're not our savior. Now, music is our savior. Now, see, that's the thing, Kendrick. I feel everything you say, but music at times can be a savior from a lot of things. Lyrics can be a savior from a lot of things. Blogging can be a savior from a lot of things. It just can. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying, but I do look at it at a different spectrum also, King. You dig what I'm saying? But I do like this song, though, man. I do like this song, Savior, man. Well, Kendrick sets it off. He name drops Kodak Black. You got Keeman on the hook. The second verse is where the standout verse to me on this song, bite their tongue and rap lyrics. Scared to be crucified about a song, but they won't admit it. Politically correct is how you keep an opinion. Kendrick talked about him catching COVID and how he started to question Kyrie Irving. And that's wild because he said he questioned Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving's on Instagram bigging up Kendrick, but whatever. Seems like a lot of songs throughout this project, the Mr. Morale project here, and a big step here. The last verses have been the standout verses for me. Kendrick Lamar, third verses are a lot of standout verses for me, man. The cat is out the bag. I am not your savior. I find it just as difficult to love thy neighbors, especially when people got ambiguous favors. Independent thought is like an eternal enemy. I gotta bring that back and put that in the subtitles. Independent thought is like an eternal enemy. Kodak just telling people it's okay to have love for these entertainers, but they are not our saviors, you know? And they like to wonder where I've been, protecting my soul in the valley of silence. Protecting my soul in the valley of silence. That is deep, King. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Next song, Diaries, produced by 6 people on this track. To say this is a little different, this is, I can't remember where a rapper goes into this bag, whether it's true about his auntie trans and everything like that or not, or whether it's true, yes, but whether it's true or not is what I'm saying. Just to pen this and come up with this is wild. My auntie is a man now. I guess my question is, how do trans people, women, people in general, are they going to feel about this song? Does this song mean something to that world? I hope as people listen to this song and take into this song and take into the lyrics of this song and the storytelling of this song, let's not get too political. And I know the so-called cancel culture, whatever that is, you know, because Dot had used the F slur a lot through this song, that people who might get offended by Dot using the F word, and I don't mean F-U-C, you know what I mean? I mean that word. I hope they don't get offended, because you can't muzzle an artist and muzzle a artist's truth and how they felt at a particular time and what they're penning. You have to let people speak their truth, right? Now, this is storytelling at its best. Like I said, I don't believe in censoring someone's thoughts, and neither should you, in my opinion. Kodak just seems like he grew past his homophobia and transphobia thing. He got past that, obviously, right? The F slur, I understand that's a harsh reality word for a lot of people, but like he said, the F slur, they don't know any better, right? This is a very deep song, man. And I see that there's going to be a lot of controversy on this song. But, man, there's a lot to unpack as you listen to this song. You're like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, woo. Right? That's one of the standout songs on this project, though, is Diaries. And track 7, Mr. Morale, featuring Tana Leon. This song is okay to me. The mixture of rapping and harmonizing. His second verse, when he talked about the R. Kelly line, speaking of black trauma, talked about his cousin's struggle with addiction. The hook is okay. It's not a standout song for me, Mr. Morale. Not for me at all. That song didn't make my playlist. And we go to Mother I Sober, featuring Beth Gibbons. Very spoken word-ish song. Another powerful song. Deep secrets. Going through child abuse. Not saying this song gave me the Joe Budden's 3 Sides to a Story or Saigon pain in my life, but it's kind of on the realm. Another song, you know, where Kendrick is going to touch someone who's gone through stuff like this, man. Abuse being passed down through, like, generational curses, PTSD, sexual trauma, victims of sexual abuse, and the way Kendrick changes his voice in this song. And that's the thing about Kendrick, man. That brother could really change his voice on certain beats. You know what I mean? Opens up about insecurities, shame or guilt on a track, which I know is probably hard to do. You know? And the piano playing with K-Dot spoken words does make sense, right? Nobody believing this happened to you, you know, questioning himself. Very vulnerable song. And I believe and I think Kendrick Lamar should do a video for Mother I Sober. I really believe he should do a video for that. And if he does Diaries, that's going to be crazy. If he does a video for the Diaries joint, that's going to be wild, you know. Next song, Mirror. Kodak Black, I Choose Me part came in there. K-Dot harmonizing with a message. The first 2 verses were short, but the third verse to me is a standout verse for me. Now, let me go here quickly, man. I like this project. For 5-year hiatus, I'm giving this project a strong 4 mics. A very strong 4 mics. Some people, I could say 4.5, but I'm going 4 for now. I'm going 4 for now. I thought side A and side B, both of them are 4. You know what I mean? Side A probably rings off a little bit more than side B, but then side B got them real deep songs with the Mother I Sober and the Diary song and everything, Diary. Like, those songs stand out to me on side B. So I got Kendrick Lamar as a strong 4 mic album. 4.5, really, though, man. You know, wow, dog. I'm saying 4 mics, man. You know what, dogs? I might go 4.5, man. Pardon self, man. I'm thinking about it now. And here's why I'm going 4.5. I'm going to go 4.5 because from him dropping the Heart 5, I love that joint. He dropped the Heart 5. I'm going 4.5. On the strength of the messages, even if I didn't like some of the harmonizing songs, there was a message behind the harmonizing songs. So I'm going 4.5, man. You know, that's what I'm going with it. But this is a very dope project. The consistency again of Kendrick Lamar. You can't say the brother's not consistent, though, man. So leave comments. Tell me what y'all think, man. It's your boy 3. 1.